Are we finally gonna have a good day? Previously! Oh, that's lovely. That water is brisk. And there's sharks. Perfect. This is fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. How are you? Lovely. Well, we got off the carrier. That's a good start. Cannon's empty. How do you do this? Tendo Hikapansai! Yeah! Well, I guess we get to land. No, Jingles! Still had fun. Senpai, don't look at me when I'm in this shameful position. Moving on.
Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Head on.
Available at Walgreens.
Could you give me a working definition of hubris? That. Sir, you are violating Animu Weeb airspace. Please cease and desist immediately. Well, now that I showed all the good parts in a 3-minute introduction, it's time for me to fill space for 15 minutes. Good to see you guys once again in a toshiothunder video. Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies. And today we're taking out the Japanese F4U Corsair. What's a good nickname for this thing? Sushi Corsair has sort of a ring to it. But I kind of like F4U Urameshi. Urameshi? You can't fly an American aircraft? You guys like my Kuwabara voice? Nobody? Really? Nobody watches Yu Yu Hakusho anymore? I guess it's sort of like discount Dragon Ball Z. Ooh, triggered. Well, the good news is you don't have to wait 17 episodes for the finale of this video. We're gonna burn and die pretty soon, I'm sure. And as we climb in the Sushi Corsair, it looks like I've chosen the name for it. This is a beautiful aircraft. Yeah. If you know me, and if you don't, congratulations. You got plenty of videos to watch to find out what kind of weeb I am. But I like to make custom War Thunder skins for the vehicles that I play, and I was having a bad day today. I was kind of grumpy. Have you ever been there? Where you start up the old Thunderbox and everything goes wrong. So not only was I just doing abysmally in my matches, and that's not so bad, you know, because I'm average at best at this game, but I was on a hot streak the day before, and I was doing really well, and everything was just coming together. And then I flicked on the old Twitch because I saw that Scottish Koala was streaming, and I start up the old War Thunder, and man, I just could not catch a break, my friends. So I get into the game, and it's a while before I realize that every time I mouse down, the taskbar is popping up. You know, the Windows taskbar, which is already... don't get me started on the features Windows is adding. They're so dumb. Cortana? Really? Anyway. Cortana, uninstall yourself. And less kind things have been said. However... was I going somewhere with that? I kind of lost my train of thought. So we're still climbing, guys. Don't worry about it. You haven't missed anything important. And as you can tell on this, we're in a replay, and I've shut off the UI just cause dang, this is a pretty airplane, guys. It really is. Back in the day, in my older videos, I highly recommend go to my videos and set them in order of oldest. And watch my oldest videos. Some of those, I mean, you gotta filter through some baby stuff first. Yeah, we love the tank baby. But my older videos where it's just you have to read them because it's just captions. There's some good stuff in there. There's some really good stuff. I miss that. I miss taking the time to really edit things and catch a bunch of different camera angles on replay, and really just make it cinematic. But I've gotten into this sort of like a live commentary thing, and I really like it, and I don't dedicate the time to make a really edited video anymore. So here we catch up with a whalie, and the poor guy, all he can do is pretend to be a whale and hope that some SJW comes and saves him. And he's talking to the fishies, and he's doing this little tail flip thing, the poor fella, but we pilot sniped him. It's just, you can't catch a break in a British bomber. You gotta have stellinium plates in your fuselage before you can survive being attacked by an American fighter over the Japanese skies. So we continue to be the lord of everything the light touches. Everything the light touches, Simba, is subject to Russian bias.
What about that shadowy place, Father?
That is live.warthunder. You must never go there. What are you talking about, Toshio? No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I walked a friend of mine through how to install custom camouflages, and I got a video of that up on my channel. Is this just a chats episode? Is this how this is? F4U Corsair Japanese premium review. Dang, this thing is good. It flies sort of like a BF-109 F4. But it's at a 2.7 battle rating. With 6 50 cals in the wings, it's very, very deadly, and I especially like it because American 50 cals are the only guns that I really have a feel for. And you can do this. Look at that. So because of the shape of the wings and the wing-mounted guns, you can turn just a bit to the right and fire your guns in a head-on, and enemies will fly into your bullets and miss you. Very, very few times have I encountered someone that can actually tell that I'm skidding slightly to the right and act appropriately. They usually just go into the head-on and die. This guy did not overcommit, so we're moving right on. We're just we're in a flock of enemy fighters here, and a nice roll at the last second to keep us away from the enemy schvacks there. And we are golden. We have the majority of the enemy team behind us now. I believe we're against mostly the Russians here. So they are the least scary to me. And I should be afraid of I-16 because that little space potato is a spaceship, and he can turn in like 3 seconds, 180, and retain all of his speed and be on you and be casting you very aggressively. But you know what? The F4U, she carries a lot of speed in a dive. I mentioned that this flies like the BF-109, and at a 2.7 battle rating, it's quite good. It has a few idiosyncrasies, I presume, because of the wing shape. If you're rolling at a certain angle, it's practically impossible to adjust your nose. You get quite a bit of wobble, but you'll learn what to do and what not to do within a few matches if you are if you're on my level, an average player. But if you're familiar with like a Focke-Wulf or a BF-109 playstyle, I know they don't play the same, but this is sort of like a mix between the two, with the guns of a Mustang and the battle rating of a Hurricane or something. It's crazy. A little bit higher than a Hurricane, I think. Anyway, this is a good aircraft. So back to chatting. Tank Baby turns 1 tomorrow, and that just blows my mind. And she's right here with me while I'm recording. I don't know how much you can hear her, but she's becoming addicted to Lay's barbecue chips the same way that Daddy is. Because I'm a great parent and I only feed my baby the best. So whatever I'm eating, she gets little pieces of it, and she likes the barbecue chips. But she just spit up. There you go. That happened live. So let's just take last night's pajama pants and mop that up. I'm a great parent. Hold on. Oh, it's in my raccoon wounds. Okay, it was just a little bit. She chokes on the chips every now and then she spits up a little bit. Dada gets to clean it up. Oh, good. You just spit up on my snot rag, which is an old T-shirt, which is a new T-shirt that I didn't feel like putting in the laundry. Okay, maybe that was a little bit more spit up than I thought it was. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, and babies are a little bit gross, but Tank Baby's totally worth it. She just needs to learn how to clear her throat by not puking. Anyway, here we are, and if you feel like this is disgusting gameplay, well, you know what? You're absolutely right. That an average skill player like myself could perform so well in an airplane is a bit unbalanced. And when you compare this with the American F4Us, it's comparable. And the Japanese don't seem to face the British very often, which is important because at this tier the British may have the strongest counter to vehicles like the F4U, but you won't see them. And vehicles like the Zero. So one of the reasons that the Japanese F4U is so much fun is, one, it's a beautiful airplane. I mean, it really looks good. The paint job on this is nice. They must have had Studio Ghibli working on this or something. But man, just look at that beautiful War Thunder sky. Sometimes you just want to stop and admire the beauty of this game. Ending up on Japanese teams is a huge advantage for a boom and zoomer / energy fighter, because the turn fighters on the on your team get the enemy to start burning their energy, and then you can just come in and harvest. We appear to be out of ammunition. You see that one in the intro. We were really going for a ram there, just because Chubby's is stuck, and she's very mad at me because I put her on the other side of the baby gate, and she's trying to find her way back. So here we are, speeding things up just for the landing, and well, there you go. Have we really been talking this long? Anyway, guys, this isn't gonna end well for us. Catch you in the next video. Bye bye.